Yeah. We're here, man. We're live. We're live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's live show. Why you should be performing live on YouTube. You're watching the Joe Wentz Project TV. My name is Joe. And let's get to it, man. Let's get to the chat before we move on. Dave Orkin. Hey, what's going on? Mr. Dave Orkin. How are you, man? And, wow. This chat wants to mess with me every time when I'm doing this. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's see. All right. Mr. Cushman. Hey, Cush, how are you, man? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Bloody Soup 74. He said he's here. Wow. This is going to be such a wonderful show, and we have a lot lined up tonight. There he is, Mr. Mick. What's going on, Mr. Mick? How are you, man? How are you doing? Oh, Ralph the German Butcher. What's up, brother? What's up? Thank you for being here. Ralph, we're going to be here for 4 hours, so you need to be here. Or you won't receive the 2,000. He's like, what? I'm kidding. All right, yeah, man. So, let's see here. Let's see if we can, got anything else? Anybody else here? Bloody Soup. Oh, come on. He said, you don't want to see me perform live. You gotta crawl before you can walk, my friend. It's all good. So we're streaming on Facebook as well. I've tried looking at my settings on here, and I can't figure out why Facebook comments won't come through. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know why it says that. So if you're watching on Facebook and you're commenting and I'm not responding, that's why. Anyway. Thank y'all for being here so much. So, on the poll, the voting, as you have already seen, if you've been watching from the very beginning, we did the Skinner song, Give Me 3 Steps, and that's what everybody voted for. We had 4 songs up there, and I let the audience choose and to say, hey, which one would you like me to show you how to play? And out of the 4, Give Me 3 Steps got the most votes. Coming in second place was Red House. I was shocked. I didn't think that would get any votes, really. But that's all right. There's a lot more going on in Red House, but so the songs I'd like to do for these tutorials, I like them to be fun and pretty easy to play. We don't want to do nothing that's really, really difficult, because who wants to do that? I don't, let's see. Oh, Michael Curtis. What's up, my friend? How you doing? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. So let's move along with tonight's tutorial. We're going to go over Give Me 3 Steps. Now, this song is pretty loose, man. And what I mean by loose is you can kind of do what you want. It's really just going back and forth from D to A. It's just going back and forth to that. That's the real simple answer. But then you got these opening riffs here. So let me get to the camera here. So the song starts out with, if you're on the 2 middle strings, all right? Two middle strings on the 7th fret, and you're going to use the A string, so you want to go back and forth. See how I do that with my ring finger? So I go to the A string on the 9th, and I'm going back and forth. Alright? And you do this little what I call like the blues note. So that's going to be on the 8th and 9th on the A string. You want to leave this finger planted right here on the 7th on the 2 middle strings. You want to leave that there, kind of root it. That's how the song starts. Let me check my tuning real quick. Sounds like it's a little off. And I got this guitar out of the warehouse last week. Yeah, I thought that was off. And I haven't played this guitar in many years. There we go, that's better. So the 2 middle strings on the 7th, and then on the 9th on the A, right? That's the intro. And all you're going to do is you're going to slide down. You're still on the 2 middle strings. Now we're on the 2nd fret. But on the A string, you want to go 2, 4. And back to that again. So up here, you did the blues note right here. On the 8th, 9th, on the low E. But down here, you leave a step in between. So it's 2 and 4. So you're doing the same thing, and you slide down here to the 2nd fret. 2 middle strings, same thing, you're just sliding down here. So once again, all right. So you do that a couple of times, right? You do that a couple of times, and then it's going to go. Now these lead breaks are kind of, that's what I mean, it's kind of loose. You can kind of do what you want, as long as you're kind of in the ballpark. So you're going to use the B and the G string. You want to be on the G string on the 9th fret. You're going to bend up a whole step, and the B string on the 10th stays where it's at. So you're doing a country bend, a whole step. So you want this note to sound like this. See what I mean? And again, it's important that your rhythm hand is doing its thing. And you got to have a little quickness, and muting is important too. So you're gonna. So every time I'm hitting, my hand is palm muting every time I'm coming down, and it cuts the notes off. So see, that's kind of quick. So that's, like I said, on the 9th on the G and 10th on the B. That's 3, right? Let's see. 4. Do 4 of those. And what I do is I move from the middle finger, I go down to the first finger, still on the G string, and you're on the 7th right here. And my ring finger is still on the B at the 10th. So when I bend up, so I'm going, that's the root notes. And that last note is on the 9th on the G string. So the B, the ring finger on the B is stationary the whole time. Only these 2 fingers will be doing some moving around. So that's how you kind of do that intro lick. And then you're going to move down to the 5th fret on the B, 4th in the middle, and you're going to do the same thing, but you're down here. So there's going to be a little bit of a stretch. Now, if you want to do it this way, you know, I'm just used to using my middle finger, right? So again, from the top, you go through that intro a few times. It's really difficult without the music, but and then right here again. So if you notice when I'm doing that part there, I'm hitting it. So it's not as detailed as up here. So after I do the bends here, just a single note on the G string on the 2nd fret. So you're going to keep the same shape. See what I mean? So it sounds like there's a lot going on, but it's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. And when you play along with the track, and once again, I get my backing tracks from karaokeversion.com. When you play along with the music, it makes sense. But I'm just trying to break down the parts for you. All right, so you got that going on. And then you'll have this this little lick here in E. So really it's just the E power chord down here. And all they're doing is just going through the single notes of that chord, which is really easy. So it's going to be on the low E 2 times. And he's going to hit the 3rd fret on the low E and kind of do a slight bend. And then you're going to go back. You're still at this same position. You're going to go back and hit the 2nd fret on the A and 2nd on the D. And then I'm kind of going up and then back down. And then I land on that 3rd fret, low E, and slide up to the 5th. All right? So I'm going all the way up and all the way back down to the open E. Hear that? And then I go, a quick hammer on the 3rd. And you're sliding from 3 to 5. And they have this little accent, and it's going to be on the high E and the B on the 5th. And I just do an upstroke. So it's these two right here. And I'm going to do an upstroke. And he slides up the neck like that. So once again, real slow. I just do an upstroke because it's easier to hit that than it would be with a downstroke. So from the top again, all right, the intro. And on the D, and then we're going to go back up here. B string, 10th fret, G string, 9th, and you're going to do your country bend. And then What I like, when I mean by loose, I like to add this in here because I think he does like some chicken. But I'm not good at chicken picking, so what I do is I hit it and I hold the bend and then I just mute it with a pick. That's what I do because I suck at chicken picking. So I just hit it. It's always good to get your vibrato in there too. Always remember your vibrato if you can. So it just goes back and forth to that, really. And then there's one more part, and it's on these same positions. And instead of doing this, instead of doing that, he just does these pull-offs on the 10th, 9th, and 7th on the B and G string. And you move down and do the same thing on 5, 4, and 2. And those are on the same strings, all right? Same strings, B and G. And then you just go back to this again on the next go around. And then when he does this right here. So instead of doing, when you bend up, just like we did in the beginning, instead of hitting the B string, I'm going to hit the high E on the 10th, all right? See that? So I'm hitting that high E right here. Whoop. I hear that in the song. Now that walk down is prominent in the song. It's all they're doing is going G, F sharp to F, a chromatic. They're just going straight down. And I just do octaves right there. You don't have to. You can do a single string. I just do octaves because it just sounds fuller. And I up-picked up the open strings, E and B. But all that is 3, 2, 1, and open E. That's all it is. Because there has to be turnarounds in this song where it's going to get old really quick, you know. And that's basically the whole song. It's really simple, but it's very effective. And it's very, very effective. Let me see here real quick. Let me check the chat. I'm just giving a demonstration there. Let me see here. What's up, Rod? YouTube didn't notify you. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on there. I'm sorry about that, but it's okay, man. We haven't been on too long. So cool, man. Thank you for being here, Rod. Ralph the German Butcher. Your tone is killer, Joe. Thank you, man. It's the Zoom G1 Xfour that I've had for quite some time, and I normally don't play a Strat, so it might sound a little thin, but those are single coil pickups for you. Whoops, I had it and it left. Michael Curtis, Joe, can you hybrid pick? The only thing, not really. I just do a little chicken picking like I was saying earlier, but the only song I can half-ass do that is You know, LaGrange, that's the only thing I can half-ass do with that. And I suck at finger picking and everything. Edwin Crane, hey man, haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, sir? Thank you for being here. Bloody Suit, sponsored by Campbell's. I'm just kidding. Thank you, man. Edwin says my favorite Skinner riff is On the Hunt. Okay. Uh-oh, there he is. Uh-oh, there's Jimmy Z. Jimmy Z. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, man? So that's basically how you play that song, and we're going to play it again. Oh, there's make sure I get this right. Mickey, what's up, man? Make sure I get this right, man. Oh, it jumped on me. Let me get Mickey in here. There we go. Hey, man. Rock on. That's right. That's right. Jimmy knows what's up, man. What's up? All right, so that's basically how you do that song. It's just back and forth from D to A, and the walk down on the G, like I showed you. And that one little lick on with the E. And that's it. So one of the most fun songs to play when you're in a bar band, because, well, around here in this area, you know, it always went over really well. It always went over good. So I'm going to play it again. I'm going to get up to the camera so you can see. All right. And I believe this the intro count on this backing track is an 8 count. Yeah, I think so. There we go. That's how you play Give Me 3 Steps. And the rhythm is just your basic blues back and forth, man. You know what I mean? From D to A. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. Nice and simple. It's a very fun song. Like I said, it's a great song to practice, to help with your coordination and your bends and your muting and everything else. Let me take this off for just 1 second. And I've always loved that song. Always loved that song. Okay, let's see if we can get this going here. Oh, yeah. Okay, all right. Man, okay, let's see if we can swap these cameras here. Back to camera 1. I feel like we're on Wayne's World or something. Camera 1, camera 2. Okay, let's see if we can check the chat here. See if there's any questions going on here. Let's see. Okay, cool, man. So you dig it. That's awesome, man. I wish I could get this. Let me just go down like this. Here we go. Well, good. I'm glad y'all. I'm glad y'all understand. You know, it's cool, man. That's a fun song. It's an easy song. You know, it's nothing real crazy. You know, it's not. But you know, like I said, I just put up the post the other day and let everybody vote, and I appreciate everybody voting. Oh, man, we got Rockin' Dave Byron in the chat. What is going on, Dave? What's happening, man? How are you doing, bro? All the way down there in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm trying to, let's see. I'm trying to get to some of these comments. Rockin' Dave, sounds great, Joe. Love the MXR Rockman. Well, I wasn't playing through that tonight, which you know that. Sounds just like it did back in the day. Streaming live is basically all I do now. Gives people a real sense of what it's really like gigging outside of Southwest Florida. That's right, Brother Dave. You're correct. And thank you for tuning in. And I was going to touch on that. That's what the thumbnail is you know, why you should be performing live on YouTube. Because look, I'm not a big time musician. I never was. I was just somebody that would play different watering holes, if you will, and you know, played some good gigs. But you know, that was in the late 90s into the early 2000s, probably about 2007, 2008. And then it started again a little bit after that. And then it just completely stopped because of just, you know, life happens, man. Things change, you know. And so as YouTube became more and more prominent and all around, I just said, man, you know what? I started doing a lot of stuff on here because if you try to, and I'm not saying it can't be done, all right? I'm just speaking for me, for my opinion, all right? If I went out and tried to get in a band, let's say if I was working a regular 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, whatever, a regular first shift job, 8 hours a day, and I had time to be in a band, it would be really hard to build up some type of notoriety or following. It'd be really tough. Social media is the way to do it. Now, I'm not a big social media person. The only thing I really do is YouTube. But you can build an audience faster by performing live like this right here. I mean, if you want to see proof of that, just look at some of the guitar channels out there that have a lot of subs. I mean, it's what it is, man. So, and my channel is small potatoes compared to them. Mr. Mick, no more items for sale on the Reverb page, Joe. I'm glad you said that, Mr. Mick. As of this morning, I sold the last guitar that was listed for that. I put like 4 at a time on my store, on my shop. And because I just don't have time to go through all these and take all those pictures. Man, I'd be in here for days. So I pick 4 and I list 4 every batch. So the last one sold this morning, which was the J5 Gold Telly Squier. It sold early this morning. I was asleep. I got home from work, fell asleep, and woke up a little, I don't know, about 12:30, 1 o'clock. And I had a notification that it was sold. So I boxed it up and I took it to I bought my label from Reverb and took it to the UPS store today. And so the guy should hopefully get it. And this coming week, it shouldn't be long. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at these comments. I'm trying to multitask, and it's hard. It is difficult. Let's see here. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Let's see here. Let's see. Rockin' Day Byron has a comment. He says, I agree with you, Joe. When you go live on YouTube, you're still live. It doesn't matter where you're at. Live is live. That's true. I mean, the only thing that's the only thing that's different is the people aren't here with you. It has its pros and cons, in my opinion. There's nothing like playing for a live audience. I mean, an actual, going to a venue or whatever, sports bar or whatever. I mean, that was all I ever did. I never played no big places, but I can say, man, the experience of what I learned playing with different groups and different people, and I learned a lot, man. And so I'll always be thankful for that. That's true, Rockin' Dave says, besides the live scene has changed a lot. It is. I mean, there's more people, and I'm not just saying this. It just, especially in our age bracket, there's more people that would rather stay home and pick up their phone and watch on their phone in the comfort of their own home. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I do it all the time. And just watching different things it's just a different day and age now. Everything has changed. Mickey, hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, did I? Yeah, I hope I highlighted your comment earlier, man. I thought I did, but so playing live is on YouTube. Playing live is something I enjoy because, like I said, number one, I don't have to take any gear anywhere. That was always my biggest thing when I was playing. And I would always take 2 guitars. You always take more than 1 guitar. Don't ever take just 1 guitar. Always take 2 in case something happens. You got to back up. The reason I say that, you would be shocked at the people that take just 1 guitar. And I've seen bands do gigs and the guitarist has 1 guitar, and I thought, wow. I was like, man, that's all he has, or he's really brave, because if a string pops in the middle of something, number one, if you have a floating Floyd Rose, it's over. If you have a Floyd Rose that's not floating, you can make it through the song, and until you can pick up another guitar. And then when it's time for your first break or whatever, put another string on. So, but anyway, that was always one of my biggest fears. Luckily, nothing like that happened, because I just, I changed the strings all the time. And but anyway, being here, I can just do my own thing, and when everything's finished, I just cut the lights off and put my guitars up, and it's fun and it fits my schedule. So if you've thought about performing live on YouTube, another thing that's good, man, it makes you a better musician. It makes you better. It's good to put yourself in front of a camera in a live. I don't care if there's 5 people watching. Do it. Put yourself out there. It will make you better. And I'm telling you, look, nobody's perfect. Even I make plenty of F-ups, man. Plenty. And that made me, when I went to do the next live stream, like the next week or the next couple of weeks, I thought, man, don't F up on that song, on that particular part that you totally screwed up on. Get it right this time. So it was always for me, it was this is a great teaching tool as well. So it's good to put yourself out there, man. It's I think that who was it I heard say, I was actually watching an old video from Rick Beato last night, and he was interviewing the lead singer of Heaven Let Your Light Shine Down. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the band name, but he was interviewing that guy, and he said something that I've always thought in my head. He says, if you can't play it live, you ain't got no business. You need to practice more, right? So I always thought, I've always thought that, and the only way you're going to get any better is practice. Practice. I'm not saying go live if you've only had a guitar for a month. Don't do that. But after you got some time under your belt, yeah, go live, man, and play. Pick 3 songs. Yes, thank you, Collective Soul. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. Thank you, my friend. I couldn't think of the name, but it was a great interview. It was probably a few years old, but it was good. Yes, thank you. And the guy seemed really, really, really nice, man. The lead singer, really, they had some great songs back then, man. But that's what he said. He said, if you can't play it live, it's okay to. So what he's saying is, it's good to have a great album, but when it's time to play live, you gotta be able to handle that. Let's see. And the only way you're gonna do it is, go live and do it again and again and again. Yes, lugging gear around is tiring, especially if you are doing road shows. Fun, but it does wear you out, Rockin' Dave says. Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. But he was playing simple stuff, Edwin. Yeah, but that's okay. In my opinion, sometimes simple is better. It's catchy. I mean, they had hit songs, man. I mean, it was simple. Yeah, I agree, but it was good, in my opinion. And they were at the right place at the right time, far as when there was still a little bit of a music industry left. Michael Curtis. Yeah, I never thought of playing on here as being a teaching tool, but it makes sense. It does, and the reason I say that is, you can go live on here and you can have it unlisted. You can just do a practice run and play your 3 songs and watch the video back. Watch how you play. I mean, it's not an egotistical thing. It will really help you get better. It's just like when I first started to play guitar, I had a boombox. I'd put a blank cassette tape, and I'd record myself playing through my crummy amp. And when I'd go to school the next day or whatever, I would play that cassette on the way to school, and I'd play it, on the way back, and I would listen to it over and over, and I was like, yeah, that sounds okay, No. 6 months later, I'd listen to that tape, and I would compare. I would keep recording myself through the months that would pass. In 6 months, let's say, I would go back to that first tape, and I'd listen to it, and I was like, and I listened to the newest recording I did, and I was like, wow, I can hear improvement. So it's the same scenario, except now you have video to go along with it, so you can kind of watch yourself. Are Are you standing up when you play? Are you sitting down? Are you moving around? Do you look like a statue? I mean, when you look at the camera, don't look like you're a deer in the headlights, just try to be normal. It helps. If you just work with it and let it do its job, it does help. It helps me. It does, man. Let's see here. Rockin' Dave Byron. I make more mistakes than I can remember, but you just keep on going. Just enjoy. That's just part of it, right, Dave? That's part of learning too, man. And yeah, absolutely. Yes, Mickey, you're right. The good times outweigh the crashes. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have, in the guitar world, you're going to have what they call clams, where you hit a sour note. I did it plenty of times just on that, but the longer you practice, or I'd say the longer you play and the more you practice, those mistakes will start to get less and less over a period of time. And do the crab in the mirror. You don't have to get crazy, but I've been to my share of shows and gigs just as a audience member, and my main focus of always is on the guitar player. And I just see if you can just tell if it's come natural to somebody, when they're up there playing. I'm not speaking on their talent. Just the talent is one thing. Yeah, you got to be able to play a little something. But if you're up there with a bunch of band members, then moving around is not that big of a deal. But if you're like in a 3-piece or even a 4-piece, you got to move a little bit. I don't say you have to bust a big dance routine out, but just even if you're bopping your head, something, get the crowd in, get them involved. So people that can do that, and I'm not saying you have to do that here, but it doesn't hurt. If you're into it, there's nothing wrong with letting that show, man. Man, this thing jumped on me. Let's see. Let's see. Rockin' Dave Byron says, you're 100% right, Joe. Recording yourself on cassette tapes and all that stuff back in the day helps. Yeah, it's just something I noticed through my journey. And it was something, man. I tell you. You would do air guitar in the giant mirror in the bathroom. I hear you, man. We've all did that with great guitar songs, right? Hell, I still do that. Still do it today. Let's see. And yeah, man. Let's see. Is that Brother Ted? Oh, Ted, man. Old Ted. He says, I think you got to move like ZZ Top when you play. Hey, see, that's a great example, man. They just kind of sway back and forth and they'll spin the guitars, but there you go. At least they're moving somehow, right? And yeah, we jammed to records back in my day. Yeah, oh yeah, albums and all that was the thing to do, man. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Let's look at this comment here. Mr. Mick says, my problem is that I can't play the song perfect. I won't record myself. You guys are making some good points for me just to go ahead and record myself and see what I need to improve. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm not, by no means am I saying, if you're not comfortable, go live on YouTube and play guitar. That's not what I'm saying. Everything has a step, right? And it's just baby steps, right? So if you've been playing for, less than a year, yeah, there's nothing wrong. You can still use a platform like this to record yourself playing and watch it back on your phone with earbuds in, and so if you don't want nobody to hear it, I'm just saying, I still do that today, man. I do that a lot, because I'm using this as a teaching. I can look at myself and say, man, okay, next time I don't need to do that. Let me try something different. I couldn't tell you how many test runs I did on here where they were unlisted. Hundreds, man, and hundreds. Staying in this room and just going over stuff and over and over and over. But it depends on, how far do you want to advance? And really, there's no right or wrong answer. If you want to learn 4 or 5 chords and buy a Martin acoustic and play songs like that, that's fine. There's no problem with that. It's not what I want, but it doesn't matter what I want. It's what you want, because music is subjective, man. So, or you can, get some cool gear and dive in, and it takes time, but it comes around. It smooths out. Edwin Crane, listening to yourself is a step forward. That's right. Exactly right. Yeah, it's the best place to start, Jimmy Z. I can't read that comment, man. I can't say that word, but you crazy, man. But I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's true. Mickey says sometimes a mistake is really cool and you have it on tape. Yeah, there's been times. I remember when I was trying to learn how to do a pinch harmonic, and it took me forever to learn. And before I actually learned how to do it, I would accidentally do it, and I went, "Oh!" I was like, "Well, how did that happen?" What do they call that? Like a glorious mistake or something? But yeah. But it's just fun, man. It's a good way to help improve your playing. It's really, really all right, man. So I had a couple other things to touch on, and then we're going to get to the Community Guitar Showcase, which, again, I have to thank everybody that submitted pictures to me this past week. Man, wow. It was a fantastic turnout for that. I was expecting maybe 1 or 2 pictures, and they just kept rolling in, man. And I was like, wow, that's really awesome, man. So I'm glad I'm able to engage with the chat in another type of way, and we can see their setups and what they have. But we'll talk about these other 2 things first. I got a little bit more time I need to get here. A happy accident, Mr. Mick says. Yeah, playing guitar, yeah. Let's see here. What does Rockin' Dave Byron have to say? Music is subjective. There's something for everyone. You just have to... Man, this thing jumped. I can't read it. Let's see. Okay. Whoops. I didn't go to the right one. And this thing will not. Okay. There's something for everyone. You just have to enjoy the journey, because sometimes the journey's better than the destination. That's what I've always heard too, man. And that's I don't want to reach my destination, because if anybody gets to a point where they think they know it all, and I know a few of them people at the workplace, nothing to do with music, but when you meet somebody that they think they know it all, it's sad, right? Sad. But let's see here. Michael Curtis makes a comment. I wasn't paying attention to my phone until you read the comment for Jimmy Z. Then I had to go back and see. Yeah, there's certain words you can't say on, especially a live stream, and really, and a pre-recorded video, there's some words that will be flagged by YouTube, and it would spell disaster for me. And so I can't, there's just certain things you can't do, and it's just, and that's, it's all good, Rod makes a comment. He goes, the way you engage is what I like about being here and the people. Oh, nice. That's very, very nice, Rod. Thank you. Nice comment. Kind comment. Thank you. Yeah, you silly. That's nice, man. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's move on to the next subject at hand. Let me share screen here so I can, and I did not know that, this was a real thing. I was talking to my son night before last, and he brought this up, and I was like, are you for real, man? Are you serious? And he's like, yeah. So I figured it was just, something fake, but let's see if we can present this. And let me go over here. And there it is right there. Black Sabbath announces Back to the Beginning tour. What in the world, man? I when I saw Ozzy at that induction ceremony a while back, he didn't look like he was in the best of health. And of course, he was in a chair, and I don't know. So Back to the Beginning. So it's going to be the original members, Black Sabbath, the final show, Saturday, July 5th, Villa Park, Birmingham. So you're going to have performances by Black Sabbath, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Gojira, Hellstorm, Alice in Chains, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Mastodon, and then additional performances. Wow, they're why is Billy Corgan's name so small? Shouldn't he be up to the? Well, Jakey Lee's going to be there. That's awesome. Sammy Hagar is going to be there. I didn't know that. Wolfgang Van Halen. That's awesome. Rudy Sarzo. So I'm sure they're going to. I think my son said he heard that Jakey Lee's going to perform with Ozzy, which I think is great. Duff McKagan of Guns N' Roses is going to be there. It's going to be a lot, man. Tickets on sale. Ticketmaster.co.uk. Can you imagine what those are going to go for? His final show. Wow, that's I can only imagine what that's going to go for, man. Good God. Let me take this off here and scroll this down here. I'm back looking. No wonder I couldn't see these comments. There was something that was blocking it up. But yeah, that is crazy. Crazy right there. And Ralph the German Butcher, my friend Ralph, he left me a message earlier today and said that, I don't know if it was last year or year before last, him and his wife were going to see Ozzy, and it was $1,200 a ticket. And of course, he didn't come, he didn't show up. And they bought the meet and greets and everything. And because he thought that would be the last time that he would do a show. But, he didn't make it. So that was, I just wanted to share that. I couldn't believe that. I was like, Black Sabbath is doing a final show? Well, it's a final show. It's not a final tour. So I don't know. We'll see how things go. We'll see how they go, man. I would like to see the reviews of that show. But I'm glad there's going to be a lot of people performing there. And I'm glad they're bringing back some of the old school guys to jam with Ozzy. I think they should have done it a long time ago, but I'm glad they're doing that. Mr. Mick says, Joe, have you ever thought about doing a Patreon? Yes. But I have thought about it, but I don't really. The only thing I offer right now is memberships, and you know, I don't. There's nothing wrong with Patreon. I just don't really have nothing to offer extra for something like that because I don't have time to do extra content. I'm trying to do a second channel. If you're not familiar with the second channel, look in the description of this video, and there should be a link to my second channel, and that's just more of a vlog type thing that I try to shoot a video. I was doing it every day, and some things happened where I just couldn't do it every day. So I'm trying to do it every couple of days now. And but yeah, Mr. Mick, I've thought about it, and but it just, you know, I don't have nothing to offer anybody, and I don't want to. I'm not big about asking for money. But there are memberships there if people want to do it, if they want to support the channel. You know, it's up to them. I don't really talk about it much. I have when I first, you know, engaged the membership option, but after that, I didn't really say nothing much about it. Ted Fair. Let's see here. Old Ted, he says, just when you think you know it all on guitar, there will always be someone to humble you. Just look at what happened to Jack Butler in Crossroads. I got a boy named Jack Butler, cuts heads every Friday night. I love that movie, man. I've had every let's see, every format of that movie. Of course, VHS. I remember when it was on cable all those years ago, and I'd put the VHS tape in and record that movie, man, and I would watch it, and then it came out on VHS, and I bought it. And then, of course, DVD. Now I have it on digital, you know. That I never get tired of that movie. I ain't watched it in a while. I need to watch it. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting to these comments. I'm sorry. Rod says, I'll pass on Hellstorm. Yeah, I haven't heard much of their material, so I can't really say. I do think that it's cool that a sister and a brother in the band together. I think that's awesome. Oh yeah, Bloody Soup. You talking about the Black Sabbath show? He said that would be so fun to watch. They really should do a pay-per-view. You know, I'm surprised. It's a great idea, man. If they did that, they would make a killing, man. And who knows, man? They might do that, but what I'm thinking, I don't know. They might film it, and because we know, man, come on, Sharon is going to want all that money. I don't know if they want to share any money with pay-per-view, but if they film it and put it out on the digital platform for sale, I'm sure it would sell good as well. But if they did that live, like a live, you know, in the moment, I don't know, man. It might make a crap ton of money. But that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Oh, yeah, Edwin, talking about Crossroads? Yeah, that's I love that movie, man. I mean, how many times did I I got a t-shirt, it's in there somewhere, and it says it's got, you could tell it's not officially licensed, and it's got Steve Vai on the front, and it says Jack Butler's going to like you. I was like, man, if I ever went to one of those Steve Vai things where you pay and you go, and he has you can actually get up and jam with Steve Vai and the band he has at that moment. I forget what it was called. A buddy of mine, Ron, went there, and I guess you're there for 2 or 3 days, maybe, I don't know, and you have all these. It's just a guitar geek paradise, you know, with Steve Vai and other people, and people were putting that on their YouTube channel, jamming with Steve Vai and his band, and I was like, man, I hate to see how much that would cost. Y'all remember that? What was that thing they had back in the day, man? Was it Rock Camp or something? I forget the name. Rock Camp, summer where you could, be a rock star for 3 days or something. Man, that stuff was super expensive. I was like, nah, I don't want to be a pretend rock star that bad. I I just keep doing my same thing here in my little room. Yeah, Michael Curtis. I'm surprised pay-per-view shows aren't a bigger thing than they are. Yeah, I remember years ago they were huge, but when my son and I would watch wrestling back in the late '90s when The Rock was coming out and Stone Cold, all those the Attitude Era, I think, and whenever they had a pay-per-view, we would get that, and it was always good, but they made a lot of money. But yeah, I guess that's kind of a thing that's not as big of a deal now. Yes, thank you, Michael Curtis. You got it. Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp. That's it. I have an audiobook called Power Chord. I can't remember the author, but if you get on Audible and type in Power Chord, it's a great book, and it talks about this guy's experiences. What it is, man, is his wife is pregnant, or trying to get pregnant. She ends up getting pregnant, and he wants to take this one last kind of trip on his own to try to track down the 80s guitar gods that he listened to growing up. And he actually tracks these people down and does an interview with them and gets one guitar lesson from each of them. And but the book opens with him going to Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp. And, you know, he ends up going to Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, but he doesn't even turn his guitar up because he don't know how to play. So when they go on stage, he has his volume turned down and he's just doing this. But you know what they said to him? They said, "Oh, it's fine. Just do your thing." They don't care. He said, as long as my check cleared, they didn't say nothing. I was like, dude, I wouldn't spend that kind of money not knowing how to play anything. But, you know, it'd be fun, but I'm not paying. I think he paid like $3,500 or something. And let's see here. Jimmy Z, he says, I think Bruce Kulick does Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp. I'd love to get a few lessons from him. Yeah, he's in that book too I'm talking about. That dude finds him and talks to him. It's really good. I mean, God, that's such a... I haven't listened to that book in a while. I need to dig back in my Audible and download it again to my phone. Rod says they still do Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp in Vegas. Yeah, I don't know what it would cost now. And then, I mean, does that include your airfare? Is that something separate? I mean, that is on that would be like a bucket list thing for me, but it's way down. It's not something that, you know, I just can't see throwing that kind of money and only being there for like 2 days and coming back. And I'd rather take that money and buy some gear, something I can keep, something I can show for instead of just a memory and a couple of photos and a video. You paying that kind of money. I want some, it's got to be better than that. Something tangible. Bruce was such a killer player in the 80s. Love his style, yes. Yeah, he's amazing. Just a few of the guitar players that I can think of that guy talks to. I know George Lynch, Bruce Kulick, Frank Oz of Stryper. Who else does he talk to? Mark Kendall, the guitarist of Great White. And there's a bunch, man. Warren D. Martini, Ace Frehley, talks to him, and it's just a great book, man. The narration is awesome. Let's see here. Bruce is underrated, yeah. Yeah, he's incredible. Jimmy Z comments. He says, I'd rather spend the money on a cruise. Every one of the rock cruises, heck, at least then you get something out of it. Yeah, I think the rock and roll cruise would be better if you want to do that type of thing. I guess it all depends, you know. I mean, I don't know. With the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, you get to play on stage with whoever is they put you with, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I think that's kind of behind me now. I don't know if I'd want to do anything like that. I said, that stuff's a lot of money. I'd rather buy gear. Evan Crane says an Eventide. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Jimmy Z, he says, OMG, I love Mark Kendall too. I always thought Kendall was in his own world. No one really sounded like him. Excellent guitar player, man. Excellent guitar player. I love Great White's first album, man. Rock Me. And I seen them when I was in high school. I had a triple bill. I went to a friend of mine in high school. He was in one of my classes in high school. He had a spare ticket to see Kicks, Great White, and Rat, all on the same bill in Charlotte, North Carolina. And he called me the night of the show because he was supposed to go with this other dude was supposed to take him. And I remember my buddy, his name's Johnny. His name's Johnny. Let's do it for Johnny, man. Do it for Johnny. And he called me that night. He goes, hey, man. I was like, dude, aren't you heading to the show? He goes, nah, man, the dude can't come pick me up. He goes, if you can come pick me up, I'll give you this ticket. And I said, how much you want for it? He goes, man, it's free. Just come pick my ass up. I said, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm serious. So I said, dude, I'll be there, man. And he told me where he lived. I had to go. I got him, and we went to the Coliseum. And he was always one of those guys that could whistle really loud with his fingers like this. You know, I never could do that. And it was nosebleed seats, man. But who cares? That was a damn good show, man. Man, that was freaking killer. And I looked at Johnny. I said, Johnny, do that whistle, man. He went, he did, and people turned around, and man, that was a hell of a show, bro. And that was in the heyday. That was 1988, 87, 88. Yeah, that was fun, man. Free. Michael Curtis, I can't believe you asking this question, man. What a coincidence. Speaking of Bruce and Kiss, Joe, can you play this Kiss song, Crazy Nights? Yes. Yeah, Crazy Nights. That's one of my favorite Kiss songs. I had it on here. That song, that's what I call, last Friday when I went live, I said there's certain songs I kind of stay away from. I can't talk if they're really busy. And that's on the borderline of being almost too busy. But it's a great song. I love that song. All right, Dave. Thank you, man. Thank you for being here, man. Wrong camera. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Wait a minute. I gotta find that now. I gotta find that sound. What is that? Put him in a body bag. Let's do it for Johnny, man. Do it for Johnny. Oh my God. Sweep the leg. What? Is there a problem, Mr. Lawrence? No. Actually, yeah, your breath's kicking. Can you take a mint? Oh, Lord. Let's see here. This freaking thing drives me crazy. All right, let's see. Thank you, Rockin' Dave. Yeah, great album. If you're speaking of Great White's first album, yeah, that album was killer, man. I listened to the hell. I remember when those things would come out, man, on cassette back in the day when I was in high school, man. When I worked at it was a strip mall, and I worked in this one store called Carolina Pottery, and really it was just for women to come with their husbands that were bored out of their mind. And Crazy Nights. I got you, Dave. Sorry. Yeah, that is a awesome album as well. And I worked there, and there was a record store in the mall that, and I was like, and that was something that I thought would never go away. I mean, there's still record stores around, but it's just, I don't know, it's just not the same as it was when I was a teenager. Nothing is, but yeah. And I remember going and getting those albums when they came out, Cinderella, Night Songs. You know, Great White's first album was that Once Bitten, I think. You know, God almighty, Tesla, Kicks, of course, some Van Halen, all that cool stuff, man. House of Broken Love, yeah. Yeah, that was a kick-ass song, Rock Me. Rock me, rock me now. I mean, damn. The solo alone in that would just get you going, man. I remember that song they had, Save All Your Love. Wasn't that Great White? Save All Your Love. That's a great song. But that's House of Broken Love. Okay. Yeah. Cool delayed leads. Yeah, that stuff was it was cool back then, man. I mean, that's when I'd be driving in my little 87 Cavalier and I'd listen to these things, man, and hear it come out of the speakers, and I was like, man, how are they doing that? It was just guitar effects, man. When, you know, it was really cool. Yes. That's right, Mickey. Going to the record store was something to do. Yeah, it was. And it was fun, man, because you could, the thing that always got me is you would see like these cool promotional posters or the cardboard cutouts of certain bands. And I was like, man, where do they get these things? I don't, you know, I want that. I remember there was this one Van Halen poster for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. And I remember walking in there one day. I was working a part-time job in that strip mall. And the dude that was like the manager in that record store, I went in there and I said, man, can I like put my name in the hat for that poster when you take them down? And he was like a real smart ass or something. And I was like, all right, cool. But what happened was a girl I went to school with, she started working there at the record store. She was grew up in our neighborhood. She's really cool. Really cool. And she started working there and I went there. She came in about the same time when I come in from my job in that mall. I said, hey, Linda, I said, can you do me a favor? Or, you know, I'll pay you for it. I said, can I get that Van Halen poster, man? And she goes, when they get ready to when the promotion ends, I'll roll it up and I'll put it to the side for you. And she did. About a week later, I went and she gave it to me. And I had it. I don't know what the hell. I wish I would have held on to it. I had it for a long time. And then when I moved out from my parents' house, I guess I don't know what happened then. But yeah, I got that poster. I was like, yeah, man. I was wanting to do that to that dude, man. I was like, F you, man. Let's see. All right. Rod says, always got gift certificates for Peach's records from my aunt back in the 70s and 60s. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Edwin Crane says, my record store had the tab books in the back. Album, yeah. I remember that. It was like that, and not that when I was in high school, but other ones when I got older. It was like that. You go to the back and they have them all, the tab books. Yeah, they had that too. So yeah, that was always a cool thing to do, man. Talking about bucket list things earlier. Here's one thing that was on my bucket list. I guess it still kind of is, but when I seen this, I don't know, man. I just have lost more and more respect for this organization. And when you see this, you'll see what I mean. I just was like, what? I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad right now, but let's see what y'all think. Let me add the scene and present. And this is the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2025. Let's see, here we go. Are y'all ready for this? All right, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Foundation announces the list of 2025 performer nominees. Here we go. Bad Company. Yes, I agree. The Black Crowes. Absolutely. Mariah Carey. What? Chubby Checker. Okay. Joe Cocker. Absolutely. Billy Idol. Abso-effing-lutely. Joey Division, New Order. Have no idea who that is. Cyndi Lauper. Okay. Yeah. Mana, or if I'm saying that right, don't know. Oasis, Outcast, really? Fish, Soundgarden, yeah, I'm down with that. The White Stripes, okay. That's it. So let's go over it real quick. I want to get y'all's opinion. Bad Company, The Black Crowes, Mariah Carey, Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Billy Idol, Joy Division, Cyndi Lauper, Mana or Mana, whatever that is, Mana, Oasis, Outkast, Fish, Soundgarden, The White Stripes. So, what in the world is what's going on with that? Now, I will say it seems that they have some better nominees going in this time around. But the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, let me put a disclaimer out there, okay? Because God forbid if you don't do something like this, you never know who's watching and they have a freaking fit, you know. This is my opinion, all right? And it does not reflect the opinions of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All right, so the name of this organization is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right? Rock and roll. Not the rap or pop music Hall of Fame. If you want to have an organization that honors those types of artists, then just build another thing and put the Music Hall of Fame. But no. It's too many snowflakes in the world, man, and I just think it's ridiculous, man. And then people will say, "Oh, you're closed-minded," you know. You can call it what you want. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man. That's what it's supposed to be. And over the years, I've seen it. It's just changed. So at one point, I really wanted to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I kind of still do now, but I don't think so. I don't think so. And it's just, I don't know. I just don't understand what is going on with this country anymore with, you know, stuff like that. Those days are gone. Technology killed the fun. Talking about record stores, maybe? Mickey, something about the... Yeah, I was wanting to hear y'all's thoughts about this. There you go. Rod, he agrees. Not sure why they call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame anymore. It's not. It's not. Okay, so it's not just me that's thinking this. Okay? Surely to God, I'm not the only one who is not afraid to speak against this. No, and no. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Ted Ferris. I can't believe they left out Justin Bieber. Hey, that's probably coming. Or if he's not already in there, who the hell knows? Who knows, man? Bloody Suit 74. Let me see what he's got to say. The new morning show guy on the classic rock radio here in Minnesota was the drummer for the Black Crowes. Oh, I love the Black Crowes. I don't like every song they did, but there's a few songs I really like by them. Yeah, Dave Workin says the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a scam. Yeah, I think, you know, the people that, because you know how these people get, the nominees get voted in or get nominated. You know, it's a group of people that organization with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They don't send stuff out to fans. It's a group of 6 or 10 people that make that decision. What is that? What is that? And some of these groups, like Joe Cocker, he's dead. He should have been inducted many years ago. I mean, I'm glad he's being inducted now, finally, but holy crap, dude. Why didn't you induct the guy when he was living? So, it's just... It's a joke. Billy Idol should have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a long time ago. Billy Idol has earned that. So what? Do I want to do what now? Edwin says, so you want to break into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? No. I just don't understand I don't understand why why they do what they do, you know? It's just weird. And that's just how things are done these days, really, you know? Let's see here. Man, this thing. Rod says, Soundgarden is from my area. They were huge in the day locally with Alice in Chains and Nirvana. Also Queensryche, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's just so sketchy to me. I'm sorry, I was trying to read some of these comments. It's very sketchy. Very sketchy. And it's just I don't know. I really wanted to go there and visit and take the tour but I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't want to, I just, I think Madonna is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well, didn't she? Did she write any rock and roll songs? No, I don't think. Well, Cyndi Lauper didn't either. So, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox about that because I think it's kind of strange. And I don't know why they run that organization the way that they do. But, it is what it is. That's what I feel, Mickey, yeah. They're including too much non-rock, yeah. The Musicians Hall of Fame is pretty cool, Bloody Sport. Is that the one that's, is that in Nashville? Is that where that is? I've seen some videos on YouTube. I want to say that's what, that. Now, I would like to see that. That would be interesting to me. Ted Fair comments, he says, the consensus is that corporate executives make the decision about who gets inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and not the fans. They should survey the fan base and put it to a vote. And I agree 100%, but we both know they're not going to do that. They're going to do what they want to do, and, because they have the power, and this is the way it's going to be, and, just politics, man, and money. Bloody Soup says, oops, it jumped on me, sorry. I said, was a Musicians Hall of Fame in Nashville? He said, yes. Okay. I think the guy that's over that, his name's Joe. I think there's some good interviews on there that they've done. Michael Curtis agrees. He goes, yeah, it's here in Nashville, but I haven't been yet. Yeah, I've never been to Nashville, period. I know there's a lot of, they have a lot of bands playing there on the, what's it called? The Boardwalk or something. A lot of country stuff, I guess, but there's a lot of other things too, I believe. But I've heard, just like anywhere else, you got to be careful when you go to some place like that, man. Because if you've never been there, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb and could be the victim of something. If that's really for younger people, but because they're not paying attention, the younger people are too busy drinking and not paying attention and getting inebriated. So yeah, they'd be more likely to fall victim to something if they weren't careful. Bought and paid, just like the Grammys with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Mr. Jeffrey Edwards. Yes, man, I agree. I agree, man. It's all a joke. It's all a joke. Let's see. Bloody Soup says, Dolly Parton's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like country too, but she's not deserving of that. I give Dolly her credit, man. I mean, big time, but I just don't, I don't think she'd be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But, it is what it is. Man, I'm trying to catch up with these comments. The Musician Hall of Fame is actually at the Municipal Auditorium where I saw my first Kiss concert, and I grew up seeing ads for the 70s and 80s concerts back in the day. That's awesome. Yeah. I need to go there sometime. I really would like to. I think it would be kind of a cool deal to check out. I really do. But I don't know how much they would charge to get into that place. I'd have to see. I don't know. To check it out. Okay, y'all. It's time to move on to the next segment of the show. It's what did I call it? Guitar Community Showcase, something like that. And yeah, something like that. That is the name of it. So I asked people to send in photos of their guitars and their gear if they wanted to, and a lot of people sent stuff in. And so what I did is I made a slideshow and put it together. So it was really cool, man. I thought it was really awesome, and I was really thankful that people took the time to send stuff in. And as promised, we are going to get to that right now. And let's see, make sure the audio is on here. And let me make sure that I'm presenting this properly. Let's see, add to scene. Yes. Present. Yes. Okay. Let me go back over here and make sure that maximize this so we can see it. All right, here we go, y'all. Let me make sure you can see the... Okay, cool. Let me go back over here. So here we go. Community Guitar Showcase. And everybody enjoy. Here we go. Stuff here. Some nice Dean guitars here. Color, man, it looks good. Schecter Flying V. BC Rich there, ain't it? Mr. Mick. Yeah, Mr. Organ, you do have a lot of guitars, man. Now we're looking at Mr. Mick's collection here. Oh, look at that. I have that guitar. That's awesome. Oh, beautiful Ibanez. Circles guitar. Oh, look at that Jackson Rose. Bumblebee, yeah. Absolutely, look at it. Nice. Mr. Mick got it going on, man. Nice pedal board. Wow, look at that music room, boy. That is nice. Man. Super nice. Michael Curtis. Beautiful Kramer. I love the Van Halen frame and the Surfing with the Alien. Very nice. Nice guitar, Mr. Curtis. There I go again. Michael. Couple of picks from Jeff F. Beautiful Epiphone Telly. I love this Ibanez right here. That's a gorgeous Ibanez, man. Uh-oh, Bloody Suit 74 setup. Now that's nice, man. Look at that. Beautiful tellies. Nice pedal board. That's your amp. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. Here's some Rod's guitars. Nice Kramer. Love that Kramer. Nice. Oh, look at that, man. Awesome. Epiphone Strat. Old Ted. Oh man, 5150 Strike Series, man. Damn. He's even got it in an EVH case too. Damn. Look at this. Look at that, man. Ted Fair just wowing me here with his collection. Yeah, 5150 Strike was nice, wasn't it? Look at that, Charvel. Man. Well, yeah, this is awesome, but it's because of y'all. Y'all the one that sent the pictures in. So y'all are making this possible, not me. Yeah, old Ted ain't playing around. He got a collection, don't he? Believe me, I was just as shocked as y'all when I was putting this together. Oh man, Warren DeMartini. Yeah, Jimmy, you have to send some in, brother. Look at that. And it's still going. Look at his amps. And that looks like a Joe Satriani head, JS head up top on the left. I don't know if Ted's still in here. Ted's got his own freaking music store, man. Oh, man. Look at that. That's... Edwin says he wants it. G&L. Good God almighty. Beautiful. Oh my God. Yeah, that DeMartini Charvel was sharp, wasn't it? There's a Kiesel. Yeah. Oh Lord, look at that beautiful EVH Wolfgang Special Bumblebee, man. Yeah. Man, thank you to everyone that submitted pictures. Yes, thank you to everybody. Because of y'all, we was able to have this. That was so awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. So listen, for people who haven't submitted pictures, you can still do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to that video. So if people want to send me more pictures of their guitars and gear, I'm just going to add it to the tail end of that slideshow. So we can, that way everybody's included. You know what I mean? And we'll just run it through next time. So let me put my email address in the comment section. Hey, Rod, thank y'all, man. Like I said, y'all submitted the pictures. I had to put it together, yeah, but y'all took the time to send the picture. So because of y'all, that was possible. That wasn't me, that was y'all. So let me put my email address in, and if anybody has any more pictures and you want them showcased here on the show, on this live stream, just send them to me. And I will put that on the tail end of that video. And now that video there was just a touch over 10 minutes long. So just think, if we get more pictures, we can have up to a 30-minute video. We'll get on here and I'll talk, if I do another song tutorial or not, or just talk. And then the last half of the show was just y'all's gear. See there? That's We can actually do that. That would be fun. That way we have we can engage everybody, you know? Yeah, man. Absolutely. And let's see here. I tell you, this thing here. Rod says, thanks, Joe. That was fun. Thank y'all. Thank y'all very much. Let me swap cameras here for a second. And let's see. Jimmy Z says, cool, man. This was fun. Like I said, if you want to submit pictures, I mean, don't submit stuff you've already sent, because that, you know what I mean? But for people who haven't submitted or are just watching for the first time, go ahead and send some pics, man. We'll put them on here. Yes, thank you. And yeah, man, Mickey said that was pretty cool. It was fun, wasn't it? And old Ted, he says, thank you for posting, everyone. Made my day. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see what people's tastes are. You know, you see my stuff on every show here. You see it sitting behind me and over here and all that. But I like to see what other people have, and just because everybody's different. And we got to do that tonight because of y'all's participation. So thank you all very much. That's let's see. Bloody Soup 74. I feel like I'm a little underdressed here. No, dude, don't think that. Don't think that. Bloody Soup sent me the his picture the other night, and he goes, "Well, this is all I have," and I said, man, don't worry about that. It don't matter. You know, it can be just one guitar. It could be 5. It could be one guitar and 3 amps, or it can be everything together. It's fine. Just if you want to share, feel free to share. There's no judgment here at all. I just appreciate everybody sending pictures, man, because I had a blast looking at those, man, because I was like, wow, I've seen some guitars that I haven't seen in a long time. Some of those old BC Riches from, was it Dave Organ? And it was just cool to see that. Really cool. Jimmy Z, let's see. He says, Joe, I'll get some pics of some of my stuff and send them on. Hopefully I can do it this week. That's fine. Not a problem, man. Oh, Lordy. No, that's cool, man. Mr. Mick, you have a nice setup, man. Very nice. He goes, that was some awesome gear, everybody. It was, man. Even my wife looked at when I showed her the slideshow there. I showed it to her a few days ago when I was trying to put it together, and I still had more pictures coming in. And it got to Mr. Mick's stuff. She goes, now see how neat and tidy his room is? You don't have a lot of cables on the floor like somebody else on. I said, yeah, you got me there. I got cables and shit all over the floor here, man. But everything's plugged up. Everything serves a purpose. So, but it was nice, man. Very nice. Very nice. Thank God the camera can't see the floor, because it ain't that bad. I just got a lot of cables and stuff here. Rod says, I'm still waiting for my custom 5150 to be painted. Will be candy red. Pics coming later. Okay. Nice, man. Very nice. Yeah, so for me, I will be going through more guitars and posting them for sale on my Reverb store, Joe's Guitar Shop. So be on the lookout for that. I know there's a link below for the shop. Yeah, right now there's nothing on there, but there will be in the next day or two. I just got to go through some things. I am considering one guitar that if I sell it, I know I'll never get it back, because it is just that rare. My son told me he saw one exactly like mine. He said, I saw a guy had one for sale on Reverb a couple of days ago. He wanted $9,000. I said, ain't nobody going to give $9,000 for that damn guitar. And I said, he don't want to sell it. That's the problem. I said, the guy don't want to get rid of it, but he's going to, if somebody comes up with that, he'll sell it, but it's way too high. But I'm not going to say just yet what it is because I haven't quite made up my mind, but I'm leaning more towards that. I don't know. Because my dream rig to go get, I'll tell y'all now, my dream rig to go get is the Frankenstein, EVH Frankenstein, and the EVH Iconic, the 5150 Iconic half stack that was at Guitar Center here in town. And if you watch my last Guitar Center video where Ralph the German Butcher and myself, I went and bought the Ibanez Blue Angel. I've filmed that 5150 EVH Iconic half stack, and that's my dream rig. I know that might sound crazy, but in order for me to do that, I have to sell some stuff to get that money. So I sold quite a bit of gear a few weeks ago because we had a problem here. The heat pump and all that went out when it was like 18 degrees and it was really cold, and we didn't have no heat. So I had to sell some stuff to pay that bill. Got that taken care of. That's gone. And I said, well, wait a minute, man. If I can sell some more stuff, can I get my dream rig? And I ran it past my wife to make sure she was cool. I said, look, if I sell whatever I'm going to sell, can I get my dream rig? Is that cool? She goes, I don't care. She goes, that's your stuff. Do what you want. I said, okay. I just didn't want you to, like, what's this new gear coming in here? So I got the green light. So it's just a matter of selling some stuff because, man, it's really easy to click that button to put it on a credit card or your PayPal credit line. And I did that, man, for years. And guys, I don't know about y'all. And I'm just speaking for me. I didn't think I was ever going to get out from underneath that stuff. And I finally did. I just kept throwing money at it. For the past couple of years, just kept throwing money and finally paid it all. I pay all those debts off. So everything now, Guitar Center gear card, $0. Sweetwater, $0. PayPal credit, $0. American Express, $0. Stuff like that. And so now if I want to get anything, I'm going to sell it and just pay cash. And that way it's done. Now, I will say this. I want you to pay attention. I have a guitar coming on Tuesday. I wanted to wait till the very end of the live stream before I brought this up. And we'll see we still got a few people in here. Let's see who's paying attention. So, I have a guitar coming Tuesday. I've been wanting one of these guitars for a while. It was always sold out. And now they're back in stock. I'm not going to say exactly which one it is because I got to make a thumbnail and get all that stuff together for next Friday's live stream. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox that guitar live right here on this show. Okay, so y'all are going to see the same thing I see in real time. Is this guitar going to be worth the money? How's it going to play? We're going to find out next Friday right here, live. So tune in for that. That's going to be interesting. And, so that's going to make for a fun show. And, let's see. Bloody Soup says, you got to do what you got to do. He says, I laugh at 18 degrees. Come to Minnesota. Oh, dude, I understand. I understand that up north, it's a different world up there. But for here, for us, that's cold because that's not normal, But I understand that up there is a different ball game. Yeah, that's good, Rod. He says no debt here. That's good, man. It's I still have things that I pay for, like my cars, a couple of my wife's car and my car, and that. But that's it. But everything else is just utilities and stuff like that. But yeah. So next Friday we're going to do an unboxing live here, and I think it'll be fun. It's a guitar, like I said, man. It popped up on my YouTube feed earlier this week, and this guy has a pretty big guitar channel. All right, and I've always enjoyed his videos. I'll give you a hint. All right, he's got long black hair. He's kind of cut, and he's an excellent guitar player. And he does reviews. Here lately, he's done a lot of reviews on Firefly guitars. I'll just leave it there. And if y'all can figure that out, if you know, you know. But I enjoy his channel, and he he has an artist series out that I really like, and I was like, son of a gun, that looks good. And yeah, so there you go. Yeah, Guitar Max, that's right. Yeah, I enjoy his channel. Bloody Soup. I'm just going to say Max. Yeah, that's it. So, that's correct. Yeah, Firefly guitars are really getting a lot of attention right now. I mean, I don't own any Firefly guitars, but they're doing good, man. He reviews a lot of those, and I saw the latest one he did. He reviewed a Strat. It was like a rosewood resin Strat. Man, that Strat weighed like 9.4 pounds. I said, I was going to get it, and then when he said how much it weighed, I said, nope, I don't need a cinder block around my neck, man. No, understand, Michael. I got you, man. Understand. Bloody Soup 74 says that dude has the voice for radio too. He does, doesn't he? But I enjoy his channel, man. I enjoy his demeanor, how he presents himself. I think that really helps with viewership. I really do, man. The Firefly guitars. Rod says the two I have are crazy nice. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I've never owned one. I was going to get the striped one, when they had that, when they come out with that sometime last year. And of course I don't know if they sold out or they got a cease and desist. I don't know, but I can't find them no more. I seen one on eBay or Reverb, and the guy wants like $500 something for it. I was like, dude, you probably paid $200 something for that. But and that's how people do. Yes, he's very professional. Yes. Yeah, Guitar Max is very professional. But so tune in next Friday, y'all. I got one of his artist series. He's got a few. I didn't say which one it is. He's got a few of them. So tune in next Friday for that. And I think it'll be I've never done well, that's not true. I've done a live unboxing on this channel, but I've never done a live unboxing with a guitar. Never done that. I've always kind of shied away from that because I was like, oh man, there's too many things that could go wrong. Well, that's part of being live, man. You just have to go for it, It's like playing music live on here, like I said earlier. You just got to go for it, man, and don't worry about stuff. Just do your thing, and just be cool, man. But y'all, this was a great show. Again, a fantastic show. Thank y'all very much for tuning in and staying this long, the full 2 hours. I'm really very, very thankful. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who submitted pictures for the community guitar showcase, man. That was absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. And so we're going to head on out. Tune in next Friday. for the live unboxing of that guitar. All right. And we'll see about doing another song tutorial. We'll do another one of those. Maybe not next Friday, but maybe the Friday after. We'll try to let people kind of decide, if I'll put another poll up and see if somebody wants to, vote on that. Because when it's up to the people, you can't go wrong, because they voted for it. And again, thank you, y'all. Appreciate it so much. God bless. Be kind to each other. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and thank you for your time. This is Joe for the Joe Wentz Project TV signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.